today. Let's get it. Yo, big ups to the one. I'm over here about to be putting on some of this hip hop right now. Let's see. I'm gonna play some New Moon Jargon.
To this corporate policy.
All right, big ups to the 19. Big ups to everyone hitting the chat. Matthew. We got FNF and Sonic Girl. Games, and more games. Loki. Drip. Yeah, I'm homeless as fuck.
The alignment of the sun was not ready for this one. The confinement broke out, and that's why I'm talking about rhyming. MCs are timing me with these watches, but they come back with these sundials. As I just show versatile freestyles, unrehearsed. That's why I just diverse. Rhyming, coming back on timing and chiming with the flow of the breeze. I just know Pisces is down for anything, everything except for hip hop. Yes, welcome to New Jargon, an odyssey through the speech, dialect, and conversations of the moon. Myself, Pisces, and my brother Amorphous. Tear that shit up. I break the cycle of the orbit to this corporate policy gonna be holding me down, descended from a sound, displaced within time. The essence of my rhymes comes from nothing but original thoughts that just fluctuate throughout the day. But I make my way in San Jose where I reside, and I come through on the conscious side of innovation. My nation just marches and fights annihilation on a daily basis, and I crush the issues which seem to be so racist. Yes. Myself, Amorphous, along with Pisces, would like to welcome you to the realm of New Moon. New Moon Jargon consists of certain topics ranging from the origins of evil in society to control or lack thereof one person may have in the roller coaster we call life. So open your ears and mind to the perception of the moon. We won't tell you what to think, we'll just tell you what to think about. Hope you enjoy.
Man, I want a cigarette, but I kind of want to get out to the next town sooner than later. So it looks like I'm gonna have to be waiting on that stove.
Okay. Alright, so how many of y'all know about New Moon here? Okay,
Alright, now how many of y'all know about Adianism right here?
You know, for the rest of y'all who don't know.
Thanks, Mom.
Right here. Come now, 99. Put it down. Stay saying peace in the days of the empire. Breaking the laws of persecution, stepping into evolution, receiving retribution for the flaws of mankind.
Says, quick question.
Repercussions in my mind. In solitude is where I find the
25 Man was just at a local fair here in Ontario, Canada, for a demo derby with a friend. And my friend ran her mouth during the auction and made a scene.
To break the contradiction that bonds my whole culture with you two vultures on the prowl, striving for the top. Could you imagine the reality my whole club before?
I don't know. That's a good question. Hold on, we're gonna have to put this on pause this. So Yeah, that's a good question. You know what I mean, and I understand. Today, people are quick to block. There's like a, you know, you're on social media or like on your phone, how you could block a number now just so easily. You just click on the little buttons to the side and boom, right there, block. You know what I mean? They can never call you again unless they get another number. So, you know what I mean? I'm not really a fan of that culture. Like the culture of people being able just to like turn their back on somebody just so easily, like effortlessly. You know, like, because like if they were a friend, right? The label friend, that means that you got their back to some point of like you have their back to some point. You know, yeah, if they're gonna get you in trouble, yeah, then that's when you truly know they ain't really your friend. But as far as your friend having like a little scene with somebody else for whatever reason, unless it was just say some goofy shit, then yeah, you're at liberty to make the choice of whether or not you want to defriend them or not. But me personally, I've never been one of those to just turn my back on someone I was able to say I seen them as a friend. You know, because if that's the case, then they truly were never my friend. They were just an acquaintance. And hanging out with an acquaintance, you know what I mean, you kind of set yourself up, because that means you really didn't put the time in and seeing the individual for what they truly were, or maybe you overlooked it or whatever. So yeah, me personally, hey, I have friends that put me in a lot of stupid positions where I was embarrassed, or because I'm a pretty like reserved guy in public to an extent, you know, these days I should say, you know, but like, I don't know, I had friends, man, I have a friend who every time I hang out with him, this dude says like the most like fucking rude shit out loud. And you know, yeah, luckily his comments never put us in a bad predicament, but still, you know what I mean, I never thought once to be like, oh, I can't be around you because, you know, you made me feel like uncomfortable out in public because of your comments. But you know, that's just my perspective. I understand people have their own, so just, I don't know, it's hard to say. But big ups. Sorry for answering that question so late. You might not even be here.
We're on the stance against negativity, but now it's on to infinity. Okay, now it's on to infinity together, I guess. You know how we do it like this. Alright. So you gonna let me get up on this? Yeah, put it down for today. Alright. Put it down for
big ups to the three. All kids dental.
One versus another summarizes competition. Putting it down for new moon is my mission here. Amorphous jellyfish, wandering the seas. My own land, we lay down whack MCs. Taking the populace to unseen depths. Through this exposure to our unique concepts, you become aware to this mystic brew. Formulated by these conscious two. It's round two, with me against the ropes. Just throw the towel with the soap. Used to wash my mind into thinking I was fine. Right there where I was, in the midst of the buzz, answer doctors going to work. But now it's round three, and it is we fighting the grand.
Oh yeah, and if you're wondering what CDs I got, I didn't get much hip hop.
Now we're blasting off to the cleanest with
you can't
the
see it.
bars. Used to keep us in bars.
Keith Murray album.
Shooting stars.
I'm not sure if I got the right one.
Cars, our garments clean.
And then I got the Doors soundtrack,
Just go with empty stomachs. It's our
which was definitely the right
one. For our game before we're into the pain. We had to endure.
I know I listened to a lot of hip hop. I lived a lot of hip hop. But I'm definitely a big Doors fan. Doors, man. I love the Doors. Excellent band. Fuck. If I'd have left those sooner, we would have been parked with that fucking train. Oh, we wouldn't be parked. It's above us. Yeah, there ain't no graph on it anyway. It's a bunch of fucking oil tankers. I was wondering what that was. That's why I started second guessing myself when we came through the first time. Big up to the one thumbs up, appreciate you. Big up to the two, holding it on through. Break on through to the other side. Big ups to the two thumbs up, the three watching. Back up in the house, we're doing the second part. Oh, that's where that Triangle Burger's at? Oh, see. I guess that's like an old-timey spot, like, you know, like diner style. Kind of like, have you ever been to, what is that, Mel's Diner?
The possibility lie within 360 degrees.
Reno.
Gradually and sporadically, I contemplate and mark the point to elevate. But while I become a sleeping man, helpless at the hands of deception. My vision of perfection resides at just 16, but in my dreams I dress myself so adequate. But I play devil's advocate in reality. They're all mad at me with fucked up analogies upon attitude. Then all the same relation, just lacking innovation. Trying to sound like you want some other. Discover the essence of originality. Gradually I anoint to meet you at the midpoint between Earth and the stars. What three of all told me. My soul will be absorbing. Get the push out of the limits and conquer all critics. So prolific too, walking mental plantations. Surviving while I'm just deep thought time.
What the fuck is this?
Deep thought time and there's a new moon rising. Deep thought time and there's a new moon rising. Deep thought time and there's a new moon rising. Deep thought time and there's a new moon. Deep thought time.
Man, there's a bunch of fucking bags out this bitch. Attack of the fucking plastic
I
bags.
came
Right
upon this being, seeing was trying to sleep, but it had no form, so I began to question the storm. A new moon was on the horizon. When I was deep diving, the new moon started rising. That's when I knew it was us two, amorphous and Pisces, opening a door to dimension 314. Our existence alone is forever, nevermore. New moon, new moon.
But I was rudely awakened, forsaken of the mind. In this place within time, disoriented, apprehended by the odyssey, displayed a movie-like scene. Seeing a human being, I am or I'm not. The core confusion lies hard, but I'm surviving, driving within deep thought, reassembling the plot without knowing, showing no remorse.
Might have been the wrong way to come.
Let me time to realize my regrets.
Deep thought driving.
Why does this way seem a lot quicker than going up? This one was pretty fast this time.
Deep thought driving.
And every time I go by Wiener Schnitzel, I get like that craving for the chili cheese fry, while the bacon has chili cheese fry.
When the sun sets on me,
I ain't
I
getting
take
it
off
today.
into bliss, overlooking how I get dissed by these who don't see the breeze. As it's blowing, my thoughts in the direction of an escape to a far-off section. My innermost thoughts just set me astray in a unique way.
That's gonna be good when they make this road right here.
Your attention. Did I forget to mention? So what might I do to ease attention in your soul? I take it to new heights of self-control.
Oh, see, that was a
Teaching
different
you the
train
value
that came.
of being original. I'm taking what's been done in the past. I'm breaking out of the cast. My bones are mended, my mind offended by my actions. This faction, new moon, is standing for proaction. Read the caption for more information. Now found in content. I shall never repent. I was just trying to wake. Deep thought driving this new moon rising. Deep thought driving this new moon rising. Deep thought driving this new moon rising. Deep thought driving this new moon. Deep thoughts. Deep thought time. Deep thought time. Deep thought time. Deep thoughts. Deep thought time. Deep thought time. This new moon.
to get some road work done over here.
Pisces of new moon.
I always like this song.
Mingling with veterans, they've come strong for days. Now I walk along this trail that they have blazed. Noticing the fine trees, habitats for dope
Big up to the
Some
three.
sit as rocks, while others blow as wind. Some remain stagnant and others push. Now it's my turn to strike amongst these stars. Of course I wait till called upon. Fuck that, this is too long. Slow your roll, know you won't cut out the spies of being. I looked, he was a pinnacle, so I sat to take an earful. He went further and then remember I've seen neons lit. And one career, through these he goes, I'll remain here. What I say is mine alone. Yes, others may speak too. I must advise you listen. Everyone has something to add. Take into account all they've had. You've had now, but no still. Your time will come. One day this shall be your kingdom. I watch the days pass as I ease upon the landscape. What is my now? What will be mine? How does it all relate? My presence now, my presence in the future kingdom. What will it be? Yeah, just watch it. My presence stay in this kingdom. Where will I be in the 5 seasons? The discussion ended nicely as I took the Pisces wisdom. Packed up my gear, get towards the new year with nothing to fear. Except for inhibition, vision, and premonitions of my own divisions. Now I must escape. Easily walking leads to a trot, never forgot. The words exchanged, the pinnacle remained in my actions taken. I can never fake it, shaking hands with you. The path towards success was in my love to express. The trailblazers felt that and see that I came true. Honesty, loyalty, then came loyalty. I was crowned on a summer day. To my subjects of San Jose, let the music play. We celebrated, elated, and emancipated. All that was hated, the new light had begun. The pinnacle said the day would come. I looked towards the setting sun and realized this was my kingdom. I watched the days pass as I ease upon the landscape. What is my now? What will be mine? How does it all relate? My presence now, my presence in the future kingdom. What will it be? What will it be? Where will I be? My brain was dope. I revived the pinnacle's hope of living.
Big up to the one, what it
Establish a
do?
blind hip hop community. A place of commons with sense. Never since the old days had the earthful sun rays like it did when I reigned. Purity among the evil demons. One day to see the land, and they demanded everything. What could we bring? Except our souls, it was never enough. Shit began to get rough, so we packed on this energy which erupted into a flurry. Vibes were now blue. We searched for some sort of salvation. Downfall of my nation. By the numbers, we declined. My kingdom was broken. The words spoken were untrue. Where was the prophecy? Who was it to stop me in my height? Then he emerged from the night, dark skinned with light eyes. To my surprise, he was faceless. I said, "You're the one." He replied, "I'm the pinnacle's son."
The old ass fire truck. Going over the San Joaquin River.
Divine, like the things that are divine. With so many variables, how do I grasp and control?
I try to control on the things that I can, but I realize that I am only human. Such a vast universe. Where is the answer?
I try to get control on the things that I can, but I realize that I'm only a man with such a vast universe. Where is the answer? Is there an answer?
Sitting at the helm, trying not to fall apart in the realm of everyday living. Driven in a format to carry out and conquer.
That's a sick ass finger, that purple one. That'd have been a sick ass one to get shot on.
You can sit with a smirk, but especially can't lie. It's there within your eyes, the windows to your true inner being. If seeing is believing, I know nothing at all. I can stand so tall in this land of giants. Defiant as I am, I seek out the master plan to distinguish myself as a man. I can hold a hand along a war. I must partake in this war. I fight with my liver, achieve spiritual ecstasy. I control my own destiny. I control my own destiny.
I try to get control on the things that I can, but I realize that I'm only a man. So bash universe. Where
I like this part right here.
Is there an answer?
I like this beat change
I try to
up.
get control on the things that I can, but I realize that I am only
The beat change up makes this whole song.
Where is the answer? Is there an answer? Get control of the mass, let me control my own past. It's the way to pass these unseen factions. I'm slipping, I want some traction. My ATV is me, a four-limbed MC. Taking on a sideways society, so I strive for some degree to ensure me a good living. Education is a tread on my wheels, and my independent suspension is simply comprehension of the words that I dispel, envelop minds in this ocean swell. And as the tighter seeds, I can't control my needs, but I can control my greed. Give it all I can. Into my lifespan, I find my guidance through the days, man. Today is time of the days, day to day through the days, man. I'm trying to get control. Days make every music. I try to get control on the things that I can, but I realize that I'm only a man with such a vast universe. Where is the answer? Is there an answer? I see anamorphic. I try to get control on the things that I can, but I realize that I'm only a man with such a vast universe. Where is the answer? Is there an answer? Sorry about the question.
All right. Got that Native American cannabis.
I fall into a trance, going deeper than a stand. Into how I feel, my life at times feels so real. It's hard to see the lines, making things so much clearer. My vision is obstructed with this one sense of seduction. I still have the most significant left, instinctual as my breath. I feel this pumping in my center. Here I stand, waiting to enter a new level of experience, clearance from everything else except the views of myself. Leave me tearing away at this complex ray. Multiplied by prisms, rays of light to excite this dark fight. Talk setting suns, I'm feeling for other ones, other stars and the beams, life force with no components. I'm a life to never extinct. My life is more like instinct. I live. I live.
Pushing the outer limit, face to face with all the critics. Can we stand just two statistics with reason and justified society? Glorified hip hop as a pastime. It's an overpass. 5,000 about what's too complex. Roaming within the text for what seems like endless seasons. Searching for the reason within the
Big up
purpose.
to the two, what it do?
Eternal justice. Body within clutches of pain. Sitting as a
Farms
passenger,
need
I'm
waters. Your families need food.
Captured as a substance, moving vigorously throughout history. It's a mystery of relevance, standing under pressure. To measure me by what you see, by what you see.
Newsom stopped dumping 78% of California's water into the ocean. Interesting.
We all combine to form a rhyme, coincide with the vibe. We strive to stay alive, never ever living a lie. We ride so we can no more, all y'all enter into the brink. We rhyme to sell the store, it's just our basic instinct. We all combine to form a rhyme, coincide with the vibe. We strive to stay alive, never ever living a lie. We ride so we can no more, all y'all enter into the brink. We rhyme to sell the store, it's just our basic instinct.
I produce tight tracks to penetrate the minds of the whack, construct rebel attacks for perpetrators I extract. Sound bombing through your speaker, diluting facts from your peers. This is an OG sound filtering your wax in between your ears. All y'all stand clear, lay back while I know with the boom. Don't hate because Messiah consumes. Zoom with the new moon. Basically, it's like this. I consider myself a wordsmith. Wanna take precaution with this rhymes when it's time for a diss. There ain't no escaping the wrath of my laugh. I'm musically grazing with the days, which makes me so amazing. My mind is in unison with these two fellas. Recognize the threshold of rhyming to remain bold. Forever study gold. My instincts are basic. My style you cannot face it. You either bite it and recite it to put a smile on my face. But a disgrace for all y'all who fall into that category. You can just my four stories to make the ending to the story. We all combine to form the rhyme, coincide with the vibe. We strive to stay alive, never ever living a lie. We ride till we can't no more, or y'all enter into the brink. We rhyme instead of the score, it's just our basic instinct. We all combine to form the rhyme, coincide with the rhyme. We strive to stay alive, never ever living a lie. We ride till we can't no more, or y'all enter into the brink. We rhyme instead of the score, it's just our basic instinct. It's just our basic instinct.
Cali, hell yeah.
New moon for
Big up
99.
to you.
Amorphous Pisces.
I'll read your name in a
Style
little bit.
Messiah. Days with
This
Empire.
is-
408.
I ain't gonna butcher it. But big ups to you, appreciate you. Yeah, we in Cali. We're in Central Cali. We're going to the new Stizzy
Schools
location.
of thought who clash over access to cash. Process the first down in the worst, but reluctant of change. Rearrange these policies to withhold my personal income and see taxation as handouts to the unfortunate. No trusting of the now start growing government bureaucracy, but I say fuck this democracy to put money in the private citizens' hands and rich ass sector to reap the benefit of this true American nectar. Hands off free trade, American made. No regulation to these conservatives, but also lives these liberals with open hearts, open minds. Let's find who's right in politics. Fuck it, it's just politics.
From the moon to the earth, I communicate. My eyes illuminate my body. Never silence amongst the lamps. Deception.
Big ups to the
Best of
three.
the hour signify the sands endless.
What is that,
Tribulation
Jonah?
clouds got you losing smiles. And just when you think you can't,
Jonah and
what's
the
worse
fish?
is the forces of opposites and they collide to cause the situation. What seems to
There's
be
a
so
whale.
urgent. And as you find your current place, the current dragon time no space. For me, I sit on the outer face of the moon and watch from a bird's eye before what I see on a sheet of paper. The movements of Mother Nature tend to amaze. But as the confusion fades away, it takes away my pride. We'll sit on the lonely side and hate the world when we signify
Okay,
the
from the
sex.
looks of
Common
it,
belief. You may not believe
that
this,
Fresno
but I
one
see
was
what
a
I
hell of a
see
lot
by the days
cheaper.
of Family Colony.
Walking down a long road with no direction. A compass will be straight here, but who's here on my journey? Who's down with my cause?
I
Pause,
should've
wait.
went to that fucking
Rewind,
one.
I know this. A sign back there. Let's turn around and go that way. Let's turn around towards the day. I read a sign that
I'm gonna
says
start going that one now.
Huh, wait, I'm supposed to be doing something? Let me see, where should I start? Turn back around, maybe, but lately I've been so confused. I've been so lost. Maybe a right here, a left there, and straight ahead, dead ahead. Light speeds of good deeds, use leads and proceeds. Unity needs adult.
Let's see how much the one I normally go to is.
I need direction.
There's a gas station up here, and they're like normally like 10 cents off.
Leads me to a state of solitude, impossible to retrieve. How I perceive things through my own eyes leads to a state of perception, relative to conception, leading to bursts of expression and collapse of rap. The times you match to the strap.
Oh, nah, look at that. Prices did go down.
Within the image, I hide obvious flaws.
That means it's probably like $3.89 over there. Where I'm gonna go to later. The one we seen earlier was $3.79.
Till the end, spend years trying to impress to hear the cheers
I'm
of the
mistaken.
mass. And I come from a lower class, which probably seems terrible. The state of a sub-level species.
From the moon to the earth, we perceive life as I take notes on the clash between left and right. From the moon to the earth, we perceive life.
And witness the struggles between dark and light.
From the moon to the earth, we perceive life as I take notes on the clash between left and right. From the moon to the earth, we perceive life.
And witness the struggles between dark and light.
From the moon
To the earth,
from the moon
to the earth,
from the moon to the earth, we perceive life.
from the moon
To the earth,
from the moon,
to the earth,
from the moon to the earth.
we perceive life. From the moon to the earth, from the moon to the earth,
From the moon to the earth,
we perceive life. Witness the struggle between
dark and light. In actual reality, I roam through life casually. Imagine me in the front lines with a style that wasn't mine, trying to climb endless peaks to find the laws and weak deceit.
This song's sick. This was actually the
Has
second
he ever
side
wonder
of the
about
tape.
pain and wants so hard to explain?
That's how it
What's
started
difficult to
off.
express? No one can understand except for your own self-thought. Processing this emotional congestion leads to mind breakdown confession.
These undefined verses Many men have tried to distort this, to get lost within the metamorphosis. We are relying on the sources that channel the inner vibration. With a good sensation, we strive for eternal elevation. Just witness pure innovation.
Turning into circles among other shapes. Your geometry never relates or makes sense. You're feeling the pain grow dense, dragging your soul deeper. The abyss of unknown darkness controls your every limb. Nerves tense and relax to
A
contract.
beam of light inspires me to march through the night. Why put up a fight? Because I'm the mind. You stand alone within an inner home of protection. Away from reality's depression. Facilities of correction. It's like every day's normality. But this mic is what empowers me.
I react to those who stand close. Forgive me for all that I've lost. Never admitted to you see me standing for failure. I guess your perception is a valid point of view. I apologize for not pleasing you. Who was right? You or I?
As time ceases, we stand irrelevant pieces with means. Questionable like dreams. Unfortunate fame, but who to blame when not accomplished? With a monster's variation of styles. With egos uncontested for miles, I sit back with a smile.
To sum up this equation, the pain I feel is too great. I hate my life, take my life, it's yours. My pores, sweat is insufficient. My abortion at 18 years is some sort of way out. Stay out of my way.
Big up to everybody. Even though nobody's here, still gonna do it up in here. Much love. See us later on in life. Some other time. Can you get a light blue neck skirts? Cool. Get the 5. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, what's that?
It's just right there. That's yours.
Good.
Alright,
All right, brother.
I'm going.
Yep. Perks of having a drive-through. Sorry, buddy.
Finding my purpose in this land, standing as a man. Sealed by the roof is tangible with wanting more. I'm standing at the door, wondering if I'll make it, or will I have to take it? I mean, this urge, it's like I just can't shake it. Anger and frustration, just a portion of what I'm facing. Trying to make my way on a pedestal, am I acting just a fool? What I think will bring me happiness, it's lonely in the abyss, swimming within sorrow, hoping for a better tomorrow. But then it all crashes down. I see my face with a frown more often than not. The morality walks away in a demonic type of way. I set it straight, away from the problems of everyday living. It's a given this time comes, and I would have to face my reflection. A complexion of purity being gladly accepted. When my demons resurrected, I'm on the prowl once again, burdened by the downfalls of man.
These are the downfalls of men, blocking my entrance into the gates of heaven.
Why should I have to live in the past? It's for you so fast, then you're at your doom. I'm driven by the urge.
They got you the 3 thumbs up.
Yeah, I mean I love you, but what about those others? I don't know what they do, I'm feeling so insecure. I can no longer endure these other men, but you say that it means nothing, it means the world to me. I hate to share my baby, can't trust you on the way. I don't know why you choose to stay, maybe it's something first. At times I feel like I'm the worst, why do I so possessive? I try to stay progressive, but I end up just obsessed. I'm supposed to be a man, strong, able, and dignified. In reality, I am only terrified about losing. So I am choosing prevention as my method of keeping you near. Stay here, leads you to tear. I mean, I am so I can't do a thing except blow up. I feel handcuffed by these emotions. I have no other notions except jealousy.
These are the downfalls of men, blocking my entrance into the gates of heaven.
I see everything in green, turning my heart mean. I cannot trust, jealousy make my mind bust.
These are the downfalls of men, blocking my entrance into the gates of heaven.
I see everything in green, turning my heart me. I cannot trust, jealousy making my mind rust. These are the downfalls of man, blocking my entrance into the gates of heaven. Gates of heaven. Gates of heaven. Gates of heaven.
Shout out to Daveman Empire.
Everybody falls in front.
Much love to y'all, man.
More.
I see 99.
Hopefully one of these days they do the rematch.
San Jose.
That'd be great. That's what was I talking about? I think it was Pisces. He was saying that he might do it. I don't know. It's already been it's already been a couple years, 2 years now.
I find no need to justify my existence. If you listen to this tape, you open up a path to understanding. So I'm here to help you understand. When it all comes down to when I'm slowly blind, the truth is in my eyes. Is it hopeless to stay focused on my surroundings? Drowning in stress upon the situation. Submission is a position I wish to stay free of. I shove my way through another daily ritual. It's critical not to be pulled down by gravity in my anatomy. Tragically through hard knocks, these hard feelings, revealing an inner path to the soul as it explodes. To expose innocence. Deliverance is a factor that makes much more than a rapper, but a consumer of the mind, which is suspended within time. Within time. My existence is to signify me. My reality is MC. I'm just a human being doing all that I can to help you understand. My existence is to signify me. My reality is MC. I'm just a human being doing all that I can to help you understand.
Batman?
Just please don't sell me short with hypothetical questions. I learned my lessons while respecting too much. At times I just sit in and hush, but then my face gets flushed. I wish to bust my thoughts to separate me from the yeses and the no-nots. My dearly departed, we have started something great here. Yes, I give respect and tribute to contribute lyrically to the revolution. To my inner frustration, to basic stereotypes upon enunciation is like a child's play. We lost the true essence of a dope rhyme display. I play in the realms of innovation, enticed by an urge of emancipation. Just a peasant who understands that this will make the man. My existence is to signify me. My reality is MC. I'm just a human being doing all that I can to help you understand. My existence is to signify me. My reality is MC. I'm just a human being doing all that I can to help you understand. Just to give you an understanding. Just to understand. Yes. Amorphous, a new moon. Wow.
Oh, it's a chick. My bad. I seen it was a chick.
Welcome to Detox Revisited. Shout out to those shitty ass attitudes on the underground. Y'all need to be admitted to detoxification. Exiting the realms of unawareness, I fear this world may be coming to an end soon. Sit within the monsoon, to witness a new moon arise. In the event of my demise, I must stay my position and follow my intuitions to embark toward the vision of the horizon for my mind's elevation. Experience the devastation of a new generation. Demolishing pity on the outskirts, but what's it all worth? When your heart sits cluttered and your mind is flooded by the schemes of animosity, deceived by the formations of this democracy. Or possibly it's all a plan, a searching land for consciousness, laced within some type of mixture. To see the overall picture is a task too hard for some to follow. For others, the truth is even harder to swallow. As characters sit hollow, predictions and illusions, causing confusion of what's relevant. And down with emotions, I need to realize I too have something to say. So I rise for San Jose. For San Jose, I rise.
Big ups to the two. I'll be right back.
Transformation, realization.
look at what you're facing. Welcome to detox, transformation, realization. Look at what you're facing. Welcome to detox, transformation, realization. Look at what you're
I'm gonna have
facing.
to leave
Welcome to
this
detox, transformation,
I'll be right back.
realization. Look at what you're facing. Welcome to detox. You open the door only to see me standing, never seen me before. So now you are demanding some type of explanation to my presence
Yeah,
here.
man.
Instead of me facing the sun in fear, I turn to this galaxy years away from home. Confined in necessities, I'm saved by the microphone. Now I've come with a friend. We're here for the deranged. Here till time's end, we may seem strange, talking about living as it appears. Everything I'm given, accumulation of years, has led to Pisces in this mind state. Moving with ease easily, I obliterate. Negative forces are blocked from my thoughts, destroying their sources and all that they sought. I'm never leaving the love I found in this medium of underground transformation, realization. Look at what you're facing. Welcome to detox, transformation, realization. Look at what you're facing. Welcome to detox, transformation, realization. Look at what you're facing. Welcome to detox, transformation, realization. Look at what you're facing. Welcome to detox.
Oh, detox. You like that shit? That's cool. Making up for that single. Yeah, the single. Yeah. It's Engagement Empire.
It's engagement, family music.
Yeah, music.
Such everybody else.
All motherfucking shady on the internet. Fuck that shit. Internet bitches.
Oh, yeah. You got mail. You got mail.
I guess.
Hey, man. You like that shit? Cool.
Pushing myself to the outer limits, revise my thoughts slow. Distortion in this present day, which way do I go? Not a question forever lasts, so I take the time to ask. Reminisce upon the bad decisions, altercations I'm concentrating on self. I had to do what's best for me. Slap ignorance in the face to properly put it in its place. But morality of life has got me caught in a position with the opposition of the world, pressure me to commit sins. Looking at my future, for what's time to do what's right. 21 years of age, it's about time to behave and never be afraid of what the future might bring. My eyes are set on certain goals, but I feel reality sting. I mean, living in today's world, I'm facing tribulations, not singling myself out of this never-ending equation. Forever seeking emancipation, and it will come one day. But the time keeps slipping, this music expressions motivate.
Deciding about sliding downward, upward, whose word shall lead me down the right path? Who will my epitaph discuss? The fuss over being right, I search in words to fill a shirt, but somewhere I am lost. The compass of this nightman shall frighten all who will lighten my hate towards the others, more than brothers of this different mind. I choose to bridge the gap. We drink the sap of the mother's tree. When will they all see the path I choose to follow? Leaves my earthly mother hollow, so I look back to return the favor. I saved her from near death, yet I have to move on. I choose just to exhale. Take a breath for a minute here. I see these dear who are so dear. Let me take my pain away. It's inside, I can't decide who is here on my side, so I choose to die. I'll relax and lie down to hear this deafening sound. My head hits the cold ground. I sense the dark and wet dirt, putting an end to all my hurt. I decide death.
Esoteric animated into an underground animal. Spitting flammable angle, your words are played charades. Dangling from pop serenades, I sit sipping lemonade in the moonlight, an escapade. My fortune cookie, Confucius say, make wise decisions within and recycle the center. Whenever you deliver or living a life clever, sever unusable ties that'll drag you or hold you back. A break from the weak shit, sip the light of enlightenment. Might bend it back, swallow that pride. With the fierce collide, slide with your own path, you decide. The aftermath from where the underground class, with titans clash in my wrath. The path I walk, my shadow follows behind. Incline the level of understanding, microphone handling, words scatters blurs. I sit back and observe while you decide to get served. All MCs combined, 408 into one mind. Everyday situation, staking breakable bind. A dose, controllable flows bust. Daysman casually speak upon, we reach upon what you must. Enter into it in the wrong instrumental. Realize the laws of action are fundamental. Busting is instrumental. Blank page and a pencil. Looking to the sky, your blue moon is out. Shouting the words I feel. What SOS all about. What SOS all about. Running head first into collision with vision, my last decision and choice was based on a voice hiding deep inside the vaults of my mind. The faults of my mind seem to cancel itself out unexpectedly, correcting the directions of the perceptions seen negatively. It's this constant fight between man and earthly elements that disgust me to be a human being. I'm fuming and scheming, presuming I'm dreaming. Half the time I'm half asleep, half the time I'm barely blinking, sinking into an abyss of lifelessness and worthlessness. Dispersing the outlook of guilt, covering my innocence like a patchwork quilt. What I have built was soon destroyed. I'm a man now, no longer a boy. Employing rationalization and reasoning, reality seizing what is land. There I stand at the stand of the time. She was only able to Panama. I'm convinced that since I chose door number 1 over door number 3, what's in store for me is more than the human brain can handle accordingly. No time to dwell if I'm going to hell now. Only time will tell now. I'm spellbound of voices that what can happen if you make the wrong choice. If you make the wrong choice. I recline and peer by when my decisions are sought. A rebuttal to react, that's how my mind state was taught. At times I'm feeble-minded when it comes to bad decisions. Choices that weren't planned right, left alone all of the limelight. For example, analyze my analogy and feel my formality. Circulate what I'm speculating, this concept that I'm alleviating. Faulty choices are petty flaws. Wise ones are flawless. Your gut instinct is the first call. Your backbone is spineless. Only a mindless bastard will have no stability. Even before you speak, carved in rock, that's humanity. Live your life so live it upright, knowledge is priceless. The results come in the end when you're wisely decisive. Basically, I'm stating the third degree. Seriously, this ain't no joke, just a verse on the verge. Consider this the epitome of a word we serve. The truth I display, and that's my word. Fortificated, that's my word.
I refuse to take part in the annihilation of the art. It's worth all the determination that I had to put into it, and why I decided to let go now and cave in due to excessive force. How in the world did I refuse my duty to serve while living neutral? Reusable body molds harbor future martyrs. Just another episode of the True Man Show. Rate to be a satellite. Tighten your bolts and close your windows. This is official police business. We're gonna have to ask you to come downtown and answer some questions. Social experiments conducted, changing greeting types. Prototype right cheek back, infect your whole set. Most people don't even wash their hands between classes. Bacteria transfer coming into contact with gum under your desk. Tetanus tests used to administer sanctioned HIV. SAT tests through builders never issued. Legalized freedom for natives, whether it's casinos or peyote. FBI functionings prohibit terrorism without surging domestic. Timothy McVeigh, another prime example of covering up a mistake. Make $1 million, just take a few hundred lives. Survive off lives. 20 years later, cherry tree shopping holds a lot less weight. So bitch slap Newt Gingrich the next time you see him in your state. Being forced to pay to stay in a free republic is the furthest thing from great. Retaliate. Weakening my tolerance on this mystical journey. I'm slowly learning how things are not always as they appear. I find myself near individuality on this walkway. Where hell I've been walking all day before I come to this fork in the road. What a dramatic situation. I must choose a destination before dehydration sets in. I channel my thoughts as a whirlwind as I exit this world of sin and walk the path labeled higher learning. I've been yearning to better myself, so I choose a path where gold lies on the other side of the rainbow. I move this path slow. I see inmates executed on death row and teachers who complain about not receiving enough pay. So they teach in decisive ways. Just another way of revenge, I suppose. What a complex story. When I live amongst authority who can't seem to get it straight. They preach the teachings of silent hate, which seems to consume all of me. Overridden by technology, I move this path of choices, which can leave you paranoid, unemployed, emotionally destroyed and abused. I stand just dazed and confused.
On these casks of drunken soil, sugar recovery with chemicals needed. I deleted these depleted traditional heretic viewpoints, performing false miracles that fumigate the joints, setting roadblocks on truth's runway. So it's our duty to extinguish the animosity with the eternal flame, burning in the hearts of men. Those who can partake, the other side is when you consume your field. Never forget to impart then. Thank wisdom for her attributes, which are more illustrious than the glutton kings, and the rubies embedded in the crowns of iniquity. Built on sands they shifting, choices made in shadow, shaded terrain, jaded the vein. Love the pain, twist on the creator's control, being birthed from the ink within the master's hand. Making calculated decisions.
Oh, came over my mind.
Activated the burden, removing impurities and remnants of your childhood scars, ripping the meat apart. God has blessed these people in cold. you our hearts. We are pathfinders, holding new testament reminders. B-boys, girls, rap writers, DJs, and anti-rhymers.
Trying to make the best of life in
They go
some
to the
untested
one.
waters, and I don't want to sink, which means I gotta think before I act upon decisions that I might just regret. And don't forget, cause some of the choices made can leave you belly up before you even have the chance to say, oh shucks. And from
Before I
that
had the
point on,
chance
you're
to say,
rather lucky.
"Aw,
But the result
shucks."
of my decision got the best of me. Only because you let it. See, you made your bed, now sleep in it. But it's uncomfortable and plus it hurts.
Big ups to the
But
two,
hey,
what
who's
it
to blame
do?
when it's own actions that got you hurt? And of
This
course,
what's
it's
Stizzy?
hard to point the finger in your own direction. Yeah, I know. Live and learn.
Dizzy.
Right about now, it's time to
Oh,
set
yeah,
the record
sis.
straight. A lot of fools in
Dizzy.
this game is just second rate. Like, get real, how much money do you expect to make? Making a funk and going out with that punk shit. I came to build with skills that's like phenomenal. I'm blowing up, let your sister and your mama know. Dissing critics who trying to make the drama grow. Silence them all and watch them fall like dominoes.
So,
I'm
alright.
looking down on you amateurs. I
We
change
got
the game and expand the parameters. Slamming your trunk with the jam of the month. Style Messiah on the beat, program of the funk. With a gram of the skunk. Watch us rise like inflation. Today it's San Ho, tomorrow we take the nation. Dim's the name.
No, that last one was gelato. This is some of that birthday cake. Birthday cake. And right here, this is the one I'm gonna crack. Pineapple runts. I'm gonna hit that pineapple runts right here. So I guess the grand opening is next Saturday. She put it at 9 o'clock. They're gonna have first 500 customers
Welcome
get an eighth for a penny.
New Moon Jargon.
Stop by for exclusive Stizzy merch.
New Moon's thank you.
The first 125 customers will get a Stizzy branded bong or rig.
Showing us the ropes. Such a Daydream Empire, Daydream Music.
What's up to Anthony, LJ, Marnell, Juan.
Your friendship's more important.
Thanks for
Yeah,
everything.
they didn't tell that kid to pick up the
What's up to
fucking
Relevant Pieces though?
Oh, what's up, Brian? What's up, Mark? What's up, Kenny?
They're gonna have free food.
Double Rubber.
Fill out a survey for a goodie bag.
You know what I'm saying? For us,
Everybody's happy. No specific names though. 'Cause somebody gets forgotten and we get hated on. Everybody knows who they are.
Inspiration for all those who came before us.
Everybody putting it down. You know who you are.
Gifts with purchase. Additional exclusive merch. The more you spend, 100 plus, and you get the Stizzy duffel bag.
Keep doing what you're doing, man.
Yo, what's up to their parents and to our families?
So that's Stizzy Madera grand opening.
What about New Moon's big brother though?
Yeah.
What's up to my girl Kamaya?
And what's up to that girl who broke my heart not too long ago? Just an inspiration for many of Pisces fun.
Directing all that hidden animosity throughout the Zach.
All right, let's
Squash,
get this shit.
We're all down for the same cause, man.
408, let's take it back.
New Jargon, 99.
I'm with this in Pisces.
Interesting. Yeah, I give Stizzy credit. They go all out to make sure that this package is not compromised. So, alrighty. Pretty nice pin. And of course, you know, we all seen the Stizzy pins. They're disposable. Yeah, bam. So we'll put that cloud in the air. Definitely can't go wrong. Yeah. Alright, time to grub. Fuck. That's not supposed to happen. Alright, so that was that New Moon Jargon. We'll go back. It's popular. Damn, the Rob One is the most popular song. We're gonna play some of that CVE Unclassified.
I can get into that.
Play some of the LA beats. CVE. Like when it came to LA heads, when I would talk to about hip hop, LA heads, CVE was like the #1 ass group. If I ever listened to CVE.
Adios, counselor.
And the answer was no. Never even heard of them. But big ups to all those heads. Because now, you know, of course I know who the hell CVE is.
Yes, you're listening to WCVE.
I'm ready to drop a car.
Check out my CVB. Don't subscribe.
It's cold outside, them niggas from Project Load outside, where you reside, and there ain't no place to hide. Since your best they died, every time they try to request denied, you can't decide, you remain unclassified by an industry who I refuse to mix with chemically. Because of my freestyle abilities, they wanna limit me and put a gimmick on my shit. Would you ever go out like that, I say hell no, you can grab my dick. That's right, stick it in your mouth quick while I rock shit and talk about it. Do I talk about it when I stalk my opponent? I really doubt it, that he could come as tight as me. Alright, like me, but I put the pen in the pad and make him mad. Hip Hop Olympiad, closer both you and your dad and your lad. Wish you had styles like me, but you lousy. Be making the whole crowd drowsy. Oh wow is me, oh woe is me. Ain't nobody as cold as me. But when it comes to letting these styles go free, I blow with G. So don't try to start it with this artist. It's cold outside, them niggas from the Project Load outside, where you reside, and there ain't no place to hide. Brought your best, they died. Every time they try to request denied, you can't decide, so we remain unclassified. Where does go? No place to put it. After I took it, put a hook after that. Freestyle, master that. But let me bust one in, I'm so fresh. That ain't no style. What the fuck you trying to do? The only bastards I know from the east side, and they down with my crew. I should blast on you, but even try to take that, put it back before you get yourself hurt. Squirt, nigga, I exert much work. Force Lamert, heart endorse the code. Don't ever buy the style from the blow. Out and low, so many. You'll be beat down like Reginald Denny. Far from friendly, one time when they apprehend me. It's cold outside, them niggas from the Project Load outside, where you reside, and there ain't no place to hide. Since your best they died, every time they tried request denied, you can't decide, we remain unclassified. It's cold outside, Project Load outside. ain't no place to hide. Request denied. We remain unclassified. Another one of them complex styles to put in your X-Files. Colorful as textiles. Stand on them next styles. CV.
One, two, three, four. What the hell y'all fighting for?
There ain't no war, the party just roar. Bitches on the dance floor.
1, 2, 3, 4. What the hell y'all fighting for?
There ain't no war, the party just roar. The niggas on the dance floor. Running through the house with drinks and drinks. Up into my homie little spanks in the banks. My homie big chill and real. Just rob a bank and ain't that real. Nigga place up to bank when I come to the party. See a little shorty. Niggas dark acting naughty. Get your little marks better chill. Cause a nigga don't want to get your cat peeled. Perhaps when I roll up the raps, I sit back and a little gun, have a little fun. I'm the little son of a nun, and no way about the tongue. So awake, bench prison, I ain't never hurt. I get you an inch, your body don't move. Somebody come down and call me a fool. Better be mighty or fish. Took a nigga tree, I'm on my way. Hey, shake, ricochet, cause I'm here. Hey, the party like Forte, bump that shit more all day. And you wanna get around and you shake shoulder. You will come around, you floozy. I come around, choose me. But you better get boom. I got her at the Uzi. That's why you never know. You better check the boozy asshole.
1, 2, 3, 4. What the hell y'all fighting for?
Open the door before we blood you pour. Get rushed. Rush to sell it to school.
Ready?